Good morning, students. In this session, we are going to learn about what are lists in R. So, lists are another data structure in R. Lists are the objects of R which contains the elements of different types, that is, different data types. Earlier, we have seen about vectors and matrices which are same data type. List contains the elements of different data types. So, in R, lists are a second type of vector itself only. So, first I am going to create a vector. Let me say vector 1, it is a numeric vector, and I am going to create a second vector, that is character vector, and this one is third vector which consists of boolean values. Now I'm going to just print the values which I have been created. So vector 1, and I'm going to print the character vector, and I'm going to print the logic vector. Now I'm going to combine these numeric vector, character vector, and boolean vector. So now I'm going to combine these three vectors into a list. So I'm going to name it as a new list. Using a predefined list function, I'm going to combine the vector 1, character vector, and logic vector. And I'm going to press the enter, and I'm going to print whether the list has been created or not. And you can clearly see that list has been created with rows, numeric values, character values, and as well as boolean values. So in this way we can create a list. So not even like that, we can also create the list which consists of heterogeneous values, that is numbers, characters, floating point, and true, and as well as we can also take complex numbers also. Let me say 1 plus 5j. I'm going to press the enter, and I'm going to print whether the list has been created or not. So I'm going to check it out. Yes, you can clearly see that list was created successfully. So in this way, list can be created. Hence, list is also defined as an heterogeneous set of elements. Earlier, vectors and matrices are called as homogeneous set of elements. List consists of heterogeneous set of elements. Now I'm going to access the list element. How can we access the list elements? With the help of index value. Let me say I have created a list with the values KBN, college, and Vijayawada. Now I'm going to print this list once, check whether the list has been created or not. After creating the list, I am going to access the elements. So let me say this list of 1, which will return the value at index 1 position, that is KBN value has been returned. Now in order to modify the list element, we are going to pass the index value for which the value is going to be changed. Let me say I am going to change the value of 1, this list of 1 to Java. So yes, the value has been changed. I am going to check whether the value is changed or not. Yes, you can clearly see that Java, college, and Vijayawada. Earlier it has KBN, college, Vijayawada. Now the KBN value is changed to Java. In this way, we can we can change the value of the list elements. Accessing and changing of elements. Now, length function is used to find the length of the given list. So I'm going to check whether the length of the list is how much. So the length of the list is 3. Now, and the second one is, now if we are going to check whether the element is present in the given list or not. That is, in order to check whether the element is present in the given list or not, we are going to use an operator called percentage in operator. Percentage in operator. So let me check. Yes, so I'm going to use this operator, percentage in percentage. So let me check whether the string college is present in the previous list or not. I'm going to type college, percentage in percentage, this list. So it will return the value as true, means the college value is present in the given list. Now, how can we append the values to the list? So in order to append the values into the list, we are going to use a function called append function, which will add the elements at the end of the list. So let me check. Let me create one list which consists of your heterogeneous values. So let me name it as list2. I'm going to print once whether the list has been created or not. Yes, the list was successfully created with numeric value, string value, float value, and as well as boolean and complex value. Now I am going to append one string, that is college, at the end of the list. So for that I am going to use a function called append function. So you can clearly see that in the last column the college value has been added. So in this way we can add the list. Now we can also delete the elements of the list by passing the negative index value. Let me say I am going to delete, that is new list, and I am going to type it as list2 of -1. That is, the first value is going to be removed. Now I am going to print the new list, and you can clearly see that KBN 4.57 and 1 plus 4j value has been deleted. So in this way, the value is going to be deleted along with the numeric value also. Let me say, for suppose I am going to create another list with the values 1, 2, 3. Now I am going to delete the first value. And I am going to print the new list, and you can clearly see that 2, 3 are only present. The first value has been removed. In this way, we can remove the list elements. Now I am going to combine the list Let me say, for example, I am going to take the value as list 1 as ABC and list 2 as 10, 20, 30. Now I'm going to use the same C function for combining the two lists also. So I'm going to print the final list. So you can clearly see that ABC is combined along with 10, 20, 30. So this is nothing but combining the two lists. So in this way, we can perform the list operations. Thank you.